and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee and I am sharing my art journey with you guys on my YouTube channel. I started my journey in January and it's so lovely to have you here. I do try and post a video once a week, so come along with me. So this is going to be quite an exciting video because I have been sent something by a company and it's the first time that has ever happened. So I was contacted by a company called House Art who specialise in paint by numbers sets. They have thousands and thousands to choose from on their website, and they asked me if I wanted to pick one or two of their designs and to use them in a video. And so here I am. I'm going to be doing a really honest review. I'm going to be telling you exactly what I think along the way. But let me first tell you that when I went on their website to pick designs, there were so many, and I'm talking about thousands. Anything you could think of, they probably have it on their website. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I definitely spent a long time looking and deciding on which ones that I wanted. There are so many different variables as well, so you can decide how many colours you want in the design. So you can choose whether you wanted an easier one or whether you wanted lots of details, so you had lots of colours in, and then you could choose whether you had a frame, no frame. And I originally went for no frame, but they asked if I would use a frame, and I thought, you know what, that saves me a job. So I'm just unpacking them now. This is when they had just arrived and I honestly had no idea what I was going to expect for them to look like, and I was pleasantly surprised. So for my first choice, I went for less colours with this sunflower design. I thought that would be a really nice start. And then my second choice was this picture. It's like a Venice scene, and I decided to go for more colours in the Venice scene so that I could work up to that one. I picked two pictures that I would be happy to either hang in my house or that I would be happy to gift when they were completed. I wanted to make sure that they were going to be put to some kind of use. So I'm just unrolling the Venice one now. So it comes with the two big canvases which you can stretch over the frame, and then it also comes with a little version which is like an A4 paper version. I'm assuming that's in case you paint over any of the numbers, you can have a look and see what it's supposed to be. But if that's not the reason, please let me know in the comments below because I have no idea. And then here is the sunflower one, and this is the one that I'm going to be starting with. So these are the three brushes that they've sent with the pack. Really, they're quite hard to begin with, but that's what you want when you're trying to do really fine lines. So one is a little bit longer, a little bit of a longer tip on the brush, and this one is shorter, and then there's this one which is quite a big one for doing the bigger areas. So I'm very excited to do these. So it is quite possible that I forgot to film myself putting this onto the frame. It did take me quite a while, and I think that's okay. Oh no, this brush needs fixing. tell you that I locked into this painting. I locked right in. It was so easy just to turn my brain off and just to follow the numbers and paint in it. It was quite funny. Every time I swapped to a new colour, I would absolutely find one that had missed from the other colour. So that was the only little bit that kind of made me laugh, a little bit frustrating, because then I'd have to wash the brush and go back and do that one. But other than that, I really enjoyed this process. The paint went on so nicely and I was just having a blast. Another thing that I was aware of as well was making sure that the numbers were right. So I was looking at the reference photo and absolutely none of the numbers were in the wrong place. All the numbers were readable. One little note that I would say was that some of the lighter colours were see-through, so you can see the number through them. But the way that I tackled this was I would just wait until it dried, and then I would use the same colour and just put like a big thick dollop of paint over the number. So it does have a little bit of a texture, but that would be my only note that I would give it so far. I should also mention as well that the canvas itself was amazing quality. I decided to secure it to the frame first because I'm used to painting on canvases that are shop bought, and I don't stretch my own canvases, and so that was just a preference of mine. A lot of the people that I've seen doing paint by numbers and things like that, they prefer to paint on it when it's stretched out and then to add it to the frame afterwards. Completely your choice, but the quality of the canvas and of the frame was incredible. Really easy to put together, and I would definitely do it again. I'm actually looking forward to doing the next one. So I'm just taking this opportunity to jump back in and to say that I'm almost finished at this point. Most of the background is complete and it's adding in the satisfying bits where you're adding in the leaves and the flowers and all the pieces that will make this image really come together. I purposely left these parts till last because I think it's the most satisfying when you're putting them in and it really completes the look. It's definitely a trust the process. It's very different to the way that I would necessarily tackle a canvas. If I was painting it, I would normally cover the whole thing in one colour and then paint on top of it. This is a very different way, but it was very satisfying. I could sort of switch off my brain, and the only thing that I really had to pay attention to was looking at the numbers and then filling in these shapes that were already there for me. So it was very nice, a little bit of mindfulness, and I stretched this out over 4 days as well. So this is the finished product, and I finished this within 4 days, and now it's hanging on my wall. So overall, an amazing experience with house art. The canvases were amazing quality, the brushes were fantastic, the paints were great, but like I said, the lighter colours, just to bear that in mind. But the website is full of so many different ideas. You can also add your own and make your own custom ones. I would definitely recommend, and I will put the link in the description if you would like to have a little look. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've really enjoyed it, and if you want to see me do another video with the other canvas, let me know in the comments below and I will do that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!